class of 2018, all the hard work and dedication that we put in over the years has finally paid off. In the words of Drake, we made it. The day has finally come. We've officially completed the chapter of high school. All that is left is memories to cherish forever. But as the great Scott Muscuddy once said, the end is never the end. A new journey waits. A journey that continues to push us to be greater than we already are. This journey consists of our class changing from teenagers to young adults in the world. And as we prepare to step out into the real world, afraid but also excited for what the future may hold, let us remember that everything happens for a reason. The universe has a way of working to make sure we're where we need to be, doing exactly what we need to do, even if we don't realize it yet. Now, as most of you know, I skipped a grade. My fellow classmates are always sure to remind me that I'm the youngest in my class, and some still believe I'm 12 years old. Regardless, even though I didn't realize it yet, that single event was one of the most important moments of my life, because without the decision, so much would not have happened. I would not have been able to play soccer and become a captain and host a great team and have great friendships. I wouldn't be able to explore great teachers that have done so much and care for us so much. I wouldn't have been able to take on new endeavors and have many friendships. But through all these things, perhaps the scariest thing to ponder upon is the fact that someone way less cool than me right now will be giving a speech. But that was just one example of how one thing can completely change someone's life. This same concept can apply to all. Throughout our lives, taking that one risk and making that one decision can truly lead to something amazing. We all have hopes and dreams in life, but they will remain just that unless we decide to take action to achieve them. As novelist Paulo Coelho once said, we're all capable of achieving all that we want to do. We all just have to take action to achieve it. Trying new things in life can truly lead to something great, but that doesn't mean we won't be judged for it in the beginning. The smartest person that ever lived, but most importantly, my birthday twin, Nikola Tesla once said, all that was great in the past was ridiculed, condemned, combated, and suppressed, only to emerge all the more powerful, all the more triumphant from the struggle. And when that great idea is created or discovered, there's a certain amount of power that's attained with it as well. But no matter what career any member of this class decides to pursue, we all have a certain desire for that 5-letter word, power. That is because it tends to include wealth, being well-known, praised, feeling happy, and so much more. But we often forget where it all originates, the one thing greater than all those things combined. That one thing is the mind. Now, I know some teachers or adults may say we're not using it, but we all do have a mind. And with our mind, we become artists, sculpting the most important thing, our life. And with our mind, you can make any situation a reality. It doesn't matter where you currently are in life. In school, happy, rich, living in a box. That is because your physical life will begin to change once your mindset does. And that's how it's always been. Every invention in the entire history of mankind started off as one thought in the mind. But through dedication and effort, it was brought into the world. And as time continues to go on, we will always have that same power. Once we realize the divinity within, only then can we understand we can truly do anything that we put our minds to. And the best thing about it is, our class is full of bright minds, minds that will inevitably change the world. So to my fellow classmates, as we go through life, remember to be bold, ambitious, and never settle. But life is not always just about the successes that we achieve. It's also about being good humans in general. And in the spirit of our founders, we remember to be respectful, resilient, and responsible. Teachers dismissed already. Class of 2018, it is important to have the mindset of a champion, because that's who we are. Through our past hardships, obstacles, and struggles, we've managed to achieve so much, like graduating high school. And the best thing about it is, we will only get better, because we are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting to the end, to both ways. But no matter what we do, others and even ourselves will question our class abilities. Do we have what it takes to succeed? Will we make a difference in society? Are we prepared? To answer these questions, I respond with the fact that leaders are made, not born. And to be a leader includes numerous characteristics, such as mental discipline, hard work, intelligence, integrity, and the list goes on. Yet these are the qualities that make up our class as a whole. That's because it's how we've been taught to grow here as students at VASJ. And now, we are the leaders of our families, community, and society. The VASJ class of 2018 is filled with leaders in all fields. This one class holds future doctors, lawyers, politicians, athletes, musicians, artists, and the potential goes on. We are the greats. However, when most of you think of greats, you probably think of the usual well-known icons. Tesla, Shakespeare, Da Vinci, Einstein, me. Even though they all deserve to be completely praised for their accomplishments, they should never be looked at as so differently from us. They were born just like us, with the same 24 hours as we do. However, they left an impact on the world by making the most of their time. And in the game of life, that is the greatest currency of them all, time. It's the currency that can never be exchanged nor brought back, leaving us no choice but to choose our life decisions wisely. They say that if life is a great game of checkerboard, the player opposite of you is time, because we're always running against it to achieve all that we can here. And in this world that keeps advancing by time, it can be a challenge to remain at the top. This leads to the current norms of life always evolving. Horses were dependable and took those of the past to their destinations, but they were replaced by cars because they were more efficient. So to my fellow classmates, you must remember to be efficient, disciplined, and have the desire to win every single day, because this is our time to push the world forward. But time will always keep moving, and one day we'll be replaced. Not to get all emo on you guys, but we're going to die. It doesn't matter if we're vegan, if we exercise regularly, or if we eat apples every day. Speaking of Apple, Steve Jobs named his company off of that very fruit. And other than being someone that I look up to a lot, I feel that we shared the same viewpoints regarding death. It's always been something hard for me to cope with, but over time I realized I needed that to keep on going and to push myself harder every day. As Steve Jobs once said, remembering that we are going to die is the best way to avoid thinking that we have something to lose. So take a risk in life and be bold, because you're going to die anyway. Understanding that our time is limited, though, should still be our greatest motivation. Motivation to innovate and change the world to make it a better place for generations to come. But we should never just be driven by money or fancy things, because we should instead be driven by our passions and our desire to help others along the way in life. Because being the richest person in the cemetery is truly meaningless, and what will ultimately matter is how you help move life forward. So, class of 2018, just like your high school experience, the rest of your life is what you decide to make it. It's not up to your friends, parents, teachers, or that one coworker at your job that gives you advice that you never asked for. Never let others' opinions determine your reality, because this is your world. And in this world full of followers, may we remember to be leaders and create our own paths. Well, unless you're in the woods at night and you're lost, do not make your own path. Get called for help. Don't do that. But as we experience the highs and lows of life, let us remember to be grateful for it all. And the next time you're at a store, make sure you pick up some shades. Not because you'll just look cool for the summer, but because your future is oh so bright. So, in conclusion, class of 2018, I've truly come to love each and every one of you very much. I wish you all nothing but happiness, success, and joy, and whatever endeavors you may take on in the future. Thank you all for the memories, because they will truly last a lifetime.